Hello guys. So in this session we are going to discuss about the firefighting system. This doesn't include some very important topics. So let's discuss something. In this session we are going to discuss 8 types of firefighting systems and scenarios, something like this. Then once we completed this the theoretical part, then we will move forward the measurement rules. We practice based on POMI, Principle of Measurement International, based on POMI about the measurement rules for these firefighting systems. Detailedly explain the drawings, firefighting related drawings. After that, the legend explanation. Normally in the drawing we can find out some important legends, so we should very properly understand the legends. So once we very properly understand, then we can easily move forward for quantity takeoff. So that's why we prepared the different presentation for this legends. Then create the quantity takeoff ideas and strategies for the firefighting systems. So what are the components, equipments, what are the things to be considered for the quantity takeoff purpose, something. So in this case we are using the PlanSwift software. So it's also free, 14 days trial also freely available. We also using the 14 days trial for this explanation. So you can also download from their website. They can allow for 14 days risk-free PlanSwift software. Then after completion this quantity takeoff, then we will move forward for the BOQ preparation. So in this case we will prepare based on the standard BOQ format for this firefighting. Okay. So this is the small introduction for this firefighting system. Once you finish this system, you can easily understand the total firefighting system, how it works, something like this. So it also normally help to you to crack your interview. For example, if you're going to any firefighting company for the MEP quantity survey, something for the interview. So in this scenario, you can apply whatever we learn from this session. Okay, so you can easily apply it to the interview. Okay, hopefully you will enjoy this session. Once you complete very properly, then you can do anything related to the firefighting. Okay, just we will move something. Normally firefighting mean the main component of this firefighting system. The fire is the key element for this system. So we should understand something. It mean what is fire? Fire mean what? We can simply say it. Fire mean rapid oxidation of fuel. Okay, it produce heat and light. So we can easily understand this is the rapid oxidation of the fuel. Heat and light, it's the two main elements it's produced from the fire. Okay, just for the introduction. We will move forward something very interesting session through this system. So just move forward fire triangle. That the next another point is fire triangle. You can consider if any places you can see some fire. So if any fire occurred, you should understand there is the three important elements are involved in this fire. Okay. So this is the fire triangle. It means 3 main components involved for producing the fire. So that's why it's called as a fire triangle. The first one is the oxygen. The second one is the heat. Okay. The third one is the fuel. There are the 3 main components to produce the fire. So the firefighting system mean we should be remove anyone from these 3 items. For example, if we remove from the oxygen from the fire, so fire will automatically close. Okay, right. So the same concept, if we remove the heat at that time, the fire also closed. And the third scenario, fuel, if we remove from the fuel from the fire, so the fire will be closed. So the concept is the fire triangle, the three elements, you should be remove one or more elements from the fire. So once you remove from the fire these three elements, one or three, two or three, whatever, okay, so the fire will automatically closed. So this is the fire triangle idea and strategy. Okay, just we will move forward. It mean just we discussed the firefighting theory. Firefighting theory mean we discussed the three main fire triangle elements. So we should be removing the heat or fuel or oxygen. So once we remove one or more items from the fire will automatically close. Okay, so the firefighting theory is we should be remove these things: heat, fuel, oxygen, something. Yeah, just we will move forward for this. So in this session we are going to discuss the 8 type of the firefighting system. So you should be very carefully understand. So once you learn very properly, you will do anything for the firefighting. Right. So here is the 8 main topics. The first one is FM200 system. So in this system, we are using this system. So we are going to normally we are talking about the firefighting. So the FM200 system to help to fight the fire. Okay. The second one is the fire extinguisher. The third one is the fire hose reels. Fourth one is sprinkler. Fifth one is fire blanket. Sixth one is foam floating system. Seventh, gas floating system. Eighth, fire hydrant. So these are the some 8 main firefighting systems. So first one we will move forward for the FM200 system. Okay, right. I will show one thing. It mean what is FM200 system, how it works, something. So we will go through some 3D model elements. Right. Before going that, just I explanation something. What is FM200 system? That is another very important key point. Okay, just we understand FM200 is a clean agent. Clean agent mean you should, this is the one of the technical terminology we are using in the firefighting. So clean agent mean we should understand that is the gas. So we are using gas, it means the clean agent mean gas for this fire FM200 system. Okay, right. You can see FM200 is a clean agent, fire suppressant, that works by removing the heat from the fire triangle. Okay, so that is a very important key point. Okay, we know these 3 are the fire triangle. So the FM200 system is remove the heat from the fire. So that's why the fire will automatically close. Okay, right. That is the first point. The second one is it is a colorless. Okay, so this gas is not color. Then odorless. This is not the smell. This is not smell gas. Okay, and electrically non-conductive gas. That is a very key point. If sometime the gas is electrical contact, mean it's going to huge disaster again. Okay, apart from the fire. So we should be very carefully consider the gas whatever using in the firefighting system. We should know very properly it's non-conductive, electrically non-conductive item. So this is the small introduction of the FM200 system. So now we are going to discuss some 3D model elements, so you can easily understand some very important things. Okay, just we will go one by one. Right, I will start this FM200 system, fire suppression system. Okay, FM200. So first we will understand some key elements, so key components or equipments what we use in the FM200 system. So just listen. Cylinders and accessories. So cylinder, it is included fully gas. Okay, so it's filled HFC 22 like gas. So no need much technical information. Just I am explain you for some it will help to you to explain something during your interview or something. So that's why I explain something little bit more. So just carefully understand. So the first FM200 system elements or components or equipment is the cylinder, the first one. Okay, right. The second one is extinguishing, that is the name, extinguisher control panel. The control panel is another one of the key important component for this FM200 system. The third one is smoke detectors, another one of the important component, smoke detectors. So these all elements are included in the FM200 system. So I will explain later. The another one is alarm bells. The next one is horn or stops. There is two names for this this item. So that's the name, horn or stop. Okay, fire alarm also included in the FM200 system. Then another item is manual release station. So I will explain the real function of these elements later. So just we understand, okay, these are the elements we are using in the involving in the FM200 system. Just imagine, right? The next one is the abort station. So I will explain later in the whole function of these components. Right. The next one is pressure switch and discharge nozzle. There is two very important components. Okay, right. The first main technical point is, okay, FM200 system, there is we can activate through the two main we can activate from two ways. The first way is automatic activation. The second one is manual activation. We will discuss later. So now we are going to discuss about the automatic activation. Okay, right. We will move forward. How it's activate automatically. Okay, right. Just we will move forward. Right. So just carefully listen. FM200 system, we using colorless, odorless, non-electrical conductivity gas. We are using gas. Okay, so gas mean this type of firefighting system using for mainly server rooms. It means some IT server room, sometimes some company server room, or some control rooms, or some electrical rooms, like this. Some very important. It means we cannot use for the we cannot use water to close this fire. So that's why we are using the gas for this server room, electrical room, control rooms, like this. Okay, so for example, let's imagine in this server room the fire will occur. Okay, just imagine. So at the time, if we apply the water through this system, what will be happen? So just imagine. So this full and fully electrical component. So if we are using the water in the fire, okay, in this room, so the electrical easily contact through the water, and it's going to another room and something, it's going to be a huge disaster. So that's why we earlier discussed, we are going to discuss some 8 type of the firefighting system. So these 8 type of the firefighting system we are using for some specific or separate purposes. So we are not going to use for this whole system for all type of firing places. Okay, we are not using. So these all type of systems are using for separate purposes. So that's why the FM200 system we are going to use for some server room firing or control room, electrical room, something related to something. Okay, just for this for information, just we will move forward something. Right. Just imagine detector zone 1. They said like the detector zone 1. Detector zone 2. It means we can just imagine there is 2 zones for this server room. Then you can find out whatever we discussed earlier, the main components of the FM200 system. It shows like a 3D model. So just you can understand. I will show something. You can see these white colors. It is the smoke detectors. Okay. This one is nozzle. Now we already discussed in this session earlier. Nozzle, discharge nozzle. So the gas will be discharged from this nozzle. Okay. The second one is you can see this is detection zone 1, this one detection zone 2. So that's why we using for two different two smoke detectors and nozzle something. Okay, you can find out some very important points. Right, another one important things, once you finish this session, if you are working any mechanical related project, MEP related, you just go through your project, you just visualize what are the components. Once you learn see these components, this gas lint something, this component, if you are seeing in your building, you should understand, yes, this is the FM200 system. It is used for firefighting purposes. Okay, that is the main point. So you should be very clearly understand you should be in the very strong and technical MEP quantity surveys. That's why we explained this much very deeply. Right, we will move forward. Right, this one is the fire smoke detectors and nozzle. Then you can find out some steel pipes are going on. So in our drawing we will measure these all elements. So just we understand something. Right, then you can find out this fire alarm we already discussed. Okay, right, then this is the control panel. Okay, this is the pressure switch. Then you can find out some cylinders. So these are some very important components available. Right, let's move forward. What's going on in this firefighting process? Right, the zone 1, it's occurred some fire in the zone 1. Right, you can see the fire is occurred. Then the very important the function of the smoke detectors, the main purpose of the smoke detectors is, once your room is firing occur, then the smoke will produce. So the smoke detectors, he is the indicator, so he is easily identify, yes, the smoke is produced. So that's why the room is fired. So that's why we are using the smoke detectors to detect the smokers. So right, just we imagine, you can see the smoke detectors immediately identify the fire is occurred in the room. So you can find out the signal, the yellow color is the signal, it's coming through the cables and it's coming to the main control panel. Just we imagine. Okay, just imagine how is its work. Right, the control panel, the signal is coming to the control panel. Then what is happen? The control panel immediately send the signal to the, you can see the signal going to the alarm. So immediately the alarm will start it. Then you can see what will happen next. Right, the two smoke detectors are immediately activated. Then the another smoke detector also activate. Then that is one going to the strobes. Okay, strobes mean it is also one of the flasher, and sound with flasher, it's light, it's coming through this equipment. Okay, just imagine. Right, the fire flasher also activated. Then you can see in our HVAC system we will learn something more about this. See, there is some grill setup. So it is also, this is also using for some ventilation purpose. So that's why if this room is fire occurred, these grills are automatically closed. Right, you can see what is going on. Okay, just see the grills and the door also automatically close. Then you can see the smoke detectors detect the fire, and it's going to send to the signal to the control panel. The control panel send to the signal to fire alarm and flasher or strobe. Then what will happen? Just imagine. Okay, right, the next signal is going to, we can see. Right, the another processes happen if everything, the signal is received the control panel. This is the 60-second countdown. This is based on project to project, varies. It means some project 10 seconds, 20 seconds, something like this. So in this case 59 it means 1 minute, it means 60 seconds its countdown is started. So in this countdown, what is the main purpose for this countdown mean? Okay, for example, if the fire alarm is started, then some firefighting people, so some security people come to this room, and just if they see what happened, the fire it mean very huge fire, or very normal fire, or sometime it's now started some smoking, not fire, something like this. So at the time he easily understand, okay, no need for much FM200 system gases, or no need for any high level firefighting process. So we can easily understand by manually, something like this. So at that time he is visual through these classes, and easily identify, okay, this fire is not much high level deep. So then he is going to press this button immediately. Okay, right, we can see something, press and hold. Okay, once he press this button, the countdown is sometime stop, or it's recounted for 60 seconds again. So based on this the fire emergency something, so it's a very normal fire, mean no need for any FM200 system. The human or security people or firefighting people also easily close out this fire. So that's why we can see this room sometime, and we can easily identify, then we can control the this FM200 system. Okay, right, if we assume, okay, this the fire is something little bit high, so no need to press this stop button, right, the 60-second countdown if completed, then you can see the signal is going from the control panel to the cylinder portion. Okay, just we imagine what's going on next. Right, if the signal going to this cylinder portion, you can see the cylinder is immediately activation, and the fire is immediately no, the gas, the FM200 gas is, it's going to the red color pipes, you can see. Okay, so the gas it's going to in the pipes, and the discharge nozzle, they helped to spread these gases through the room. So you can see, so the gas is fully suppressed, and then the fire is closed. So this is the FM200 manual activation process. Okay, right, sorry, that the previous one is the automatic activation. So this is the next one, the second one is the manual activation. It mean you can see right, sometime the fire is occur in the room in the below portion. So sometime the smoke is not much produced, so just small smoking, but the fire is heavy in the below. So at that time you can see we have some smoke detectors in the room. So at that time smoke detectors cannot be detect the fire is occurred something. So this is the second scenario, so the not much smoke, so that's why the fire detectors not detect the fire in the room. Sometime the security people or any other people they see, they come to this room, they find out, yes, there's a fire occurred in the room. So at the time they start the manual activation for this FM200 system. They come to this point, okay, agent release manual press point. So in this elements to help to activate the FM200 system, it's manually. Okay, he break this button and he press this button, then you can see the messages, the agent discharge releasing always on. Okay, right, this message is automatically visualized. Then you can see immediate on the spot the signal is going to fire alarm, the second signal is going to flasher, light flasher, and the signal is going to another portion, the gas cylinder also. So you can find out this, you can see the signal is going to the cylinders, and the gas will automatically activated, the fire, the FM200 gas, it's going to the pipes. Okay, and immediately the gas is released from the nozzle, the fire will be closed. Yes, this is the FM200 system process. Okay, just imagine these things. So clearly, I hope this is FM200 system. It's working like this process. So we have the two different activation methods. The first one is automatic activation. The second one is manual activation. Okay, I will send this whole presentation to you after completion this session, so you can easily memorize or easily re-study for this whole session. Right. We will move forward. This is the FM200 system that we discussed earlier. You can see discharge nozzle. This is the fire smoke detectors. This is the discharge steel pipes. Okay, right. The control panel. Okay, the control panel. This is the notification applicant mean, the fire alarm. This is the flusher, like this. This is the agent storage gas cylinders. It is included in the gas is included in these cylinders. So that's why this is the overall FM200 system elements. Okay, right. Okay, the first one is we completed. The second one is we are going to fire extinguishers. So just we understand something. The fire extinguisher typically contain fire suppression agent. Normally it's different types fire suppression agent available. Normally it's stored under pressure. Okay, right. Several types are available. Another important key point. Okay, each types are used for different purposes. That is another very important key point. So we cannot use for all fire extinguishers for all type of fire. We cannot use. Okay, so that's why different purposes, for which purpose it mean which fire extinguisher used for which purpose. So we should be understand very clearly. So that's why you can see something little bit more explanation about this fire extinguisher. We can see I will show some 5 types of fire extinguishers. Okay, it is used normally in inside the building and sometimes the outside of the building also. Everyone know, if you are going to any commercial or any other retail or malls, something special places in public areas, you can easily find out these types of fire extinguishers. So now we are going to learn what is the main purpose, what is inside of these fire extinguishers procedures, something like this. So once we finish this section, you should be understand, hopefully you will understand something little bit more understanding about the fire extinguisher. So the first one is, you can see the water fire extinguisher. The agent is the fire suppression agent is water. The second one is CO2 fire extinguisher. The next one. The third one is, you can see wet chemical fire extinguisher. The fourth one is powder fire extinguisher. The fifth one is foam fire extinguisher. So you can see water, CO2, wet chemical, powder fire, foam fire. Okay, foam. So you can see 5 type of the main you can see this fire suppression agent, the 5 type of fire suppression agent also available for different fire extinguishers. Right. Again, I remember to you, we cannot use for this for example in this water fire extinguisher, we cannot use for all type of fires. Okay, this is used for different purposes. So that's why it's in contain different fire suppression agents: water, CO2, wet chemical, powder, foam, like this. Okay, right. Just imagine like this, and we will move forward. How to use? Normally in any other MEP related companies, if you are going to any interview, something like this, sometimes they will be asked some technical questions like this. So how to use this fire extinguisher? Do you know the process and procedure? So at the time, all we just explanation something how we use the fire extinguisher, something. So that's why we teach high level deeply for this technical knowledge for the firefighting system. Right. Now you can see there is a main 3 component of the fire extinguisher. The first one is, okay, nozzle, the discharge nozzle, agent discharge nozzle. The second one is pin. The second one is the pin. Okay. The third one is handle. So the fire is occurred, you should be scared these handles. Okay. Pull the pin. We should be pull the pin. Then the water, the high pressure water is coming through this pipe and discharge from the nozzle. Okay. This is the simple scenario, simple procedures for use the fire extinguisher. Right. This is the second point. So normally you should know very properly. You can see 5 type of different fire extinguisher. This is the powder fire extinguisher, foam fire extinguisher, CO2 fire extinguisher, the water fire extinguisher, wet chemical fire extinguisher. Right. Another one of the very important technical point is fire classes. Okay. Right. Normally you as a MEP quantity surveyor, we should know some very important technical another key element. Okay. You can see class A type, class B type, class C type, class D type, class electrical, and class F. Okay. Right. These are the fire types. It means for example, you can see somewhere the one of the solid material, wood, plastic, paper. These are the fire is occurred from these elements. Okay. Wood, plastic, paper. So you should be understand, yes, this is the class A type fire. This is a class A type fire. The second one is, for example, we can say gases or petrol, normally petrol, diesel, LP gases. It means the fire is occurred from these chemicals. We should be understand, yes, this is the class C type of fire. Okay. Right. This is the very important point. So we should know and very properly. For example, if occur class A type of fire, we should use only for powder fire extinguisher, foam fire extinguisher, then water fire extinguisher. We cannot use for CO2 and wet chemical. So this is the very important key point for this table. For example, we can see class type D. Fire is occurred from the metals. Okay. So you should only use for powder fire extinguisher. You cannot use for water extinguisher. So that's why this knowledge is very important for technically. We are the quantity surveyors. We are the MEP quantity. We are no need to go very deeply for this information, but we should know. Okay. This is sometime it will help to you for the interview cracking purposes. That's why we learn, but no need to go much deeper. Okay. Just we understand something. Yes, that is the point. Okay. Right. For example, we can see class F fire is occurred. You should use only for wet chemical fire extinguishers only. Okay, guys. Right. So in this table, it shows like this powder fire extinguishers mean you can see outdoor garages, welding workshops. Normally, where we can apply for this fire extinguisher, the locations they indicate like this. So just understand. Okay, these are some information available for this fire extinguisher something. Okay, right. So these are the fire extinguisher related something interesting information. Right. Normally in our drawings if the fire extinguishers are available. So at that time we will take the quantities in the later. So before that we are learning something a little bit more, the fire extinguishers. Okay. Right. The third one is we are going to learn about the fire hose reel system. You can see in the buildings, some commercial any type of building, you can see these type of components on the wall. Okay, right. You can find out easily something little bit more information from this slide. Okay, in this cabin, it means this is the fire hose reel cabin. So the fire hose reel contain these type of elements. Okay, normally you can see the nozzle, fire hose also available in this fire hose reel. Okay, steel trump also available. Okay, waterway nozzles. Okay, and also you can see the landing valves. right? Normally the landing valve in the plumbing system and drainage system, we will discuss more type of valves. So at that time we will discuss more thing about the valves. Okay, this fire hose reel cabinet in our project drawing also it's included. The next one is we are going to discuss the fire hydrant system. The terminology is fire hydrant. Okay, right, this is the appearance. Normally we can see some project outside of the buildings, some commercial places, so public areas, we can find out some like this appearance. So this is the terminology for this places is the fire hydrant system. Normally the component name is fire hydrant. Okay, right, we can see there is one opening places available, so it is connected with a main infrastructure line. So this is the road, so this side we can find out the main infrastructure water pipelines. So this fire hydrant is fully connected with the main infrastructure water pipeline line. Okay, so we should be remember the water is with under high pressure. So inside this component the water is in high pressure, very high pressure. So for example, if in public area, for example, if anyone park the car in the roadside, so the car is immediately fire something. Okay, just imagine. So in this case we have to going to be act like a firefighting person. So at that time we can use this fire hydrant. So at the time we just scroll this and remove from the this portion of this fire hydrant. Then the water is coming from this with high pressure. So we just connect the fire hose to this point, then the water is coming to your fire hose. So okay, just imagine. So we should understand, okay, fire hydrant system is another one of the firefighting system, right? The next one is we are going to discuss foam floating system. Okay, foam floating system, the fifth one is, right, you can see the appearance. What is a foam floating system mean? You can see the foams are coming from this type of duct or something related things. Okay, right, you can see the foam is coming to fill the ground area by foam, right? We should understand what is foam and where we can apply for this foam floating system firefighting. What is foam? We can see the foam can extinguish flammable liquid. Okay, right, this is the very important point. So this foam type of fire extinguisher used for the flammable liquid storage points. Some storage area, we can say some petrol and diesel, something related to flammable liquid, whatever places we storage. So at that place we should be keep this type of foam floating firefighting system. Okay, so in this foam is you can see cooling and separating the ignition source from the surface. Okay, fire is occurred, the foam is going to cooling mean it is removed the heat from the fire. So that's why the fire is by control. Okay, right, you can see the foaming agent is made up of small air filled bubble. You can see the foam is made up of water. That's the important point. And also the foam is included a small air filled bubble. So the foam is created by the chemical waters. So we just understand something, right? The next one is another thing is what are the common uses where we can use something like this. So it is typically foam for suppression system. Okay, normally it is used for large areas. That is a very important key point where there is a lot of flammable liquids. So it is one of the very important point for this. Where can apply the foam system? That is another key element. We can apply in this foam suppression system is aircraft flanges, warehouses. It is a very important places. Marine application, flammable liquid storages, jet engine testing facilities, something like this. These foams are created by chemical waters. It is discharged from the nozzle. It is used for very large spaces areas. So these are the very key element point for this system. Okay, right, so you can find out through this presentation later. These are the places the foam firefighting system is applicable, right? The next one is gas floating system. Gas floating system is like I'm going to tell something. We discussed the first one, it mean the FM200 system. We discussed it is also like a gas floating system. Okay, gas FM200 system also gas. So the gas floating system is like FM200 system. You can see many type of gases are applicable through the system. You can see CO2 gas suppression system, gas floating system, and also we can use these gases also. So just imagine these are the gases we are going to use for this system. As we discussed, the FM200 system also one of the gas forming system. Okay, right. So just imagine. So normally we have to understand, yes, there is some another gases also available to gas floating system. Okay, how to gas suppression system is discharging. It is going to commonly used for fire machineries and electrical equipments. Normally you can see this mainly the gases are involved the electrical equipments, fire machineries, something the server areas, IT control room, something like this. So just imagine where can apply the form. The gas floating system typically used to protecting the critical areas like the control room, data center, and server room, like this. So the same rooms we can also use for the FM200 system. Okay, we discussed FM200 system, fire extinguishers, fire house reel system, fire hydrant system, foam floating system, gas floating system. There's another two type of systems are available: the sprinkler system, the fire blanket system. Normally these items we will discuss in the drawing. So just this is the general theory of this firefighting system. Once you learn something a little bit more the firefighting system, now we are going to move forward the drawings and other things.